Could you use a quick tip daily? How about a tip that can impact your day? My name is Raphael. Join me as I bring you tips by experts around the world. These experts have shared their knowledge and wisdom with me and will directly share them with you. Make sure to subscribe, like, follow, and comment, and I would love for you to become part of the New Tip Daily community. Good morning, happy people. Happy Tuesday. So here we go. New Tip Daily, episode 172. That's right, 172. Can you believe it? We're just rolling along, getting there. So today I want to talk to you about expectations. I want to talk about your career expectations, family expectations, and just positivity, how we can have more positive outcomes in our lives from our friends, family, colleagues, and even strangers. So let's talk about our career. How can we foster the expectations in our career? Well, one of the things that I always talk about is our habits, our actions. I always talk about how my actions will deliver what I need, right? And sometimes, listen, we get things unexpected, and it's from people who maybe they're being selfish. They're being one single-minded, if you will. They only have themselves in mind. They don't consider anyone else. They don't consider anyone else's feelings. So if they hurt your feelings, too bad for you. That's their take on the way they lead their life. That doesn't mean you have to lead your life that way. So expectations in career. If you do everything you want to do, for example, let's say I'm looking for promotion and I'm going something happened with the camera. I don't know if you saw that. Let's take a look. What is going on with my internet is going a little wacky. I have to apologize for that to you all. And it says that my connection is not good, but my connection, I just checked, it's really good. So expectations, I expected to have good connections, and there it is. We had a little bit of a glitch, and that could just be from the cable company. So one of the things, and I pay to have the best cable possible. One of the things that we consider, let's say I'm going from a B manager position to and I want to become an A manager position. How do I expect to get there? I don't just show up to work and just do the regular, what I do every day. If I expect to eventually be promoted, I have to show them that I can now not be a B manager. I have to start acting like an A manager. That's where the difference comes in. Even if you don't get that position, if you don't get the raise, if you don't get your accolades met by someone, if you start acting like an A manager compared to a B manager, A being the top, right? B being just almost there, not necessarily, or an assistant manager, let's put it that way, an assistant manager or a manager. And it doesn't matter what field you're in. You could be in the food industry, you can be in furniture industry, you can be in a woodworking shop, you could be in education, wherever it is. If you want to go to the next level, you need to learn how to start acting like you're there already. Not necessarily barking orders, but doing the things that a manager would do, the top person in that field would do. How would they act? How would they treat other people? So EQ is going to be a big part for you to meet your expectations and to meet the expectations of your employers. How about your customers, right? A lot of times in your career, you may be working for yourself and you think that I don't have to meet anybody's expectations. I work for myself. No, you don't. No one works for themselves. Nobody. Not at all. If you have a service or a product, you need customers. Even if you don't see them, even if you're a computer programmer and you're in the corner, even if you're in your basement, you need to please someone. So, what are their expectations? Are we meeting their expectations to fulfill our career goals? If you have no career goals, then listen, what are you doing in life? How can you move up? Maybe you don't realize that your career goals can be really as simple as I want to afford certain things. I want to do certain things. That that could be a leveling up, right? Let's say you live in one part of town and you want to move to a more prestigious part of town. Well, there you go. How do you expect to get there if you don't foster your productivity, if you don't foster your growth as an individual? You need to be able to make more money, have more money to be there. Don't be like the Joneses. Not everybody should be living in that higher end community, because I've known a lot of people who move into a very fancy neighborhood but can't even afford the furniture. I've seen it. I've gone into people's homes who had to sell because they could not afford it. They thought they could. I walked into their home and they had lawn chairs that they were using to sit around in the house. They they gave everything up in order to be there. So what expectations do you have for your career? Let's go into family expectations. I'm number 10 of 12. I would love to say that I get along with all my brothers and sisters, but that's not the case. It's unfortunate. Now, don't get me wrong. It's not that I don't get along with them. Is that we're not close knit like we should be. So, my brothers, my sisters, if you're out there and you're listening, let's get together. Let's socialize. We always, every time we do get together, we always say, hey, we're going to reach out to one another all the time, constantly. Maybe it happens for a week or two and then it dies off. I get it. We all have busy lives. So how do we foster expectations in a family life? Let's say you have children. How do you foster their expectations of you as a parent? How do you help them meet their expectations as a child? Are they doing their homework? You cannot expect them to do their homework on their own. You have to set them up for success by scheduling a time when they're going to do their homework. Let's say they come home and maybe they say they're tired, and we get that. And we say, okay, so for 30 minutes, once you get off the bus or I pick you up from school, I'm going to give you time to do anything you want. But after that, we're going to open up your notebooks, we're going to do your homework, and then we're going to do whatever it is that's needed. Let's say you're going to go to basketball game because they're in a basketball team, or they got to go to practice, or they got to go to martial arts, or they got to go to dance, or they got to go to ice skating. We set that time aside so we know what days we're going to go. Maybe they get off the bus, you have 15 minutes as a break, and then you go to your activity. But after your activity, you say, okay, we came home. Now I know you need a few minutes to unwind again. So I'm going to give you maybe 15 minutes because you have 15 minutes before, 15 minutes now. Now we go forward and we accomplish that homework. And I'm here to guide you and help you along with your homework. For children, I don't believe we should leave them alone to do their homework until they get to a certain age. And then we can say, hey, okay, you know what? Go to the kitchen table, do your homework. I am here, I'm cooking, I'm doing this, I'm at my desk. If you need assistance, I'm here. But don't wait forever to ask me for assistance, because if I get tied up, let me know. Hey, you know what? I think I have a calculus problem I need to solve. So we look at it. I ask you to do some more research, look back on your notes, and maybe you can solve it. If not, I'll come and give you some help. That's how we can help meet their expectations, because if we want them to have amazing grades like A's and B's or A's pluses, right? Or a 4 point average, we need to make sure that we set them up for that success. If we expect them to get it on their own, we're not helping them. We're not helping them as parents. So that's what we need to do as parents for family. What do you expect from your aunts, your uncles? Sometimes when you get together for Thanksgiving or any holidays or even a celebration of some sort, what are your expectations from your family? How do we deal with people who are a little bit troubled? They may be rambunctious, maybe they're loud, maybe they're overwhelming when it doesn't need to be. So we need to set ourselves up. Don't let them get under your skin. Realize this is who they are. I'm only going to be with them for a little while. So have expectations of what may happen and how to deal with them. And then finally, we want to talk about positivity. How do you have positivity in your life from even strangers? Start with a smile. Always start with a smile. When you approach somebody, even if you're mad at them, if they did something wrong, come with a smile. And that smile will relax them a little bit. And maybe you say, hey, I don't like what you just did. So sometimes you need to raise your voice to get their attention, but don't just be mean the whole time. Smile as you're talking to them and say, hey, I don't understand why you did that. How come, blah, 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 blah. And then you get into it. But smile and say, listen, I just want to understand what's going on. Or what you did was inappropriate. So whatever it is, if you approach things with a positive mindset, you will have better expectations. So today we talked about expectations. How do we deal with people? How do we deal with our own expectations? We claim we want to have a healthy lifestyle. Meanwhile, we don't eat healthy. We look at someone who's fit and we go, oh, can't be like them. It's not in my genes. Well, guess what? You're wearing the jeans you're wearing because of your actions. You can't blame your genes for the way your body looks. We only have ourselves to blame. I am constantly, listen, you cannot put anything out in the world. You can't put a shiny, beautiful globe out in your front yard and expect it to stay shiny and beautiful without you cleaning it on a regular basis. Same thing goes for your body. You want a certain type of body, you want to feel a certain way, your expectations are going to be limited if you don't do anything about it. So if you expect to have a healthy body, a healthy lifestyle, you need to do something every single day to have that. There is a price to pay. Listen, I'll be honest with you. If you have a brand new bicycle and you put it out in your backyard and you go riding every day and you put it out in your backyard, the weather, rain is going to come on. If you don't cover it, if you don't take care of it, if you don't wipe it down, it's going to get dirty, grimy, rusty. So you need to be protective of it. Same way you need to be protective of your health, your body, and your mind. Thank you so much for joining me today on You Tip Daily. I hope that any one of these tips, 172 episodes, I hope that one of them resonated with you. And if it did, please let me know. Let me know what you think, how you feel. If any one of these tips has made a difference in your life, I'd love to know. Thank you so much for joining me today. Make sure to follow me, share these tips with your friends, family, loved ones, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel, YouTube Daily. And if you like, go to my Facebook, go to my Instagram, follow me there. Thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Take care.